I'm full. I've just come back from my stomach push. So tired. I've decided to go back again. I don't know if it's a really bad idea.
Yeah, Bianca, it's a bad idea.
Up to 1,000 hikers were stranded on Mount Everest by a freak snowstorm. Hundreds are still waiting to be rescued, risking hypothermia. Heavy snow started falling on Friday, crushing tents. The hikers are stuck at a tourist camp around 16,000 feet up. Rescuers with horses and oxen are trekking to their locations right now.
We got some breaking news to get to. Rescue efforts are now underway to get nearly 1,000 people that are trapped by a blizzard on Mount Everest. First question is, why would there be allowed to have 1,000 people on the mountain right now? But crews and those from the area are working together to remove snow that's blocking the area where those people are stuck. This is taking place near the border of China and Nepal on the eastern slope of the mountain.
I don't know what possesses people to go up on a mountain where you could possibly end your life. I just don't get it. I don't see why people like paying tons of money to seek a thrill that could possibly end your life. I just don't get it. There's nothing fun about almost non-existent. I don't get it. Let me stop wasting your time. Let's go ahead and react to this 1,000 people trapped on Mount Everest. Let's go, baby.
Some people that were trapped have already been brought down. Tourism in the area has been suspended.
1,000 people trapped on Mount Everest. I didn't know people still went up there. I hate to say it, but you know what type of people go up there, right?
Man.
I know my black ass not going up there at all. Hey, Zay, I give you 500,000. Who said that? Still don't care. Nigga, you not paying me enough to go up that jump. You see this? If I'm going by myself, I'm definitely dead. Now, I'm dead on the way up. I ain't even gonna cop to you.
That's
but what is
crazy
the
right
odds,
there.
though? You
I'm not
and
doing
1,000 other people went up on Mount Everest and then a blizzard hit. Is that common? Or is that like rare that the blizzard hit at the time they went up to the top?
I look at it like this. It's Mother Nature. There's snow up there. It's cold. The altitude, it's not breathable. Why are you going up there? What is wrong with people? Then to top it off, I heard it costs about like 40 to 60 grand just on a base level. They got tiers. I'm not doing that. I could spend my money in better places. Matter of fact, send a drone up there and take some pictures for me. Send a drone up there and take some pictures for me. How about you send a helicopter? I'll be down here on the land, on the surface. I will dwell on the surface.
Hey, I'm praying for them, though. They probably tortured right now, bro. They probably freezing to death. Probably going through hypothermia. Like, what do you do in this situation? Like, I know nobody can really get you with a blizzard going on, but how do you keep warm? Do all these motherfuckers just pile on each other and, like, rub each other back and forth? Like, what do you do? This sound like that TV show I seen, or was it a movie? I don't know. Where the plane crashed in the snow and all these people had to survive. I think they start eating each other. They did say 14 people out of them 1,000 is confirmed missing right now. What? And they can't even see them because it's 0% visibility because how bad the goddamn storm is.
This is going to sound really heartless, but those people on top of Mount Everest.
Okay.
I don't know why people are still climbing that damn mountain.
I agree with that.
And now they're stuck on the mountain because there was a blizzard on the mountain. Who would have thought? And now they want other people to risk their lives to come get their dumb asses. No. And again, I'm sorry, I probably sound heartless. I know they have loving families, but that's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. They got loving families. They should have known better than to go over there and put themselves at risk where their family and loved ones are gonna go crazy if they miss them. You understand what I mean? Just make it make sense. But on another note, I'm not gonna lie, that view looks sick. However, I believe you're only allowed to see that view for about 10 to 15 minutes tops. So spending 60 bands to 100 bands just to be up there for 15 minutes is not even worth it to me. I don't see how that's even worth it.
They knew that they had loving families, and their ass still chose to climb a mountain that has such a high death rate that you have to continuously walk over dead bodies to get to the top.
That's not
I feel like Mother Nature has been trying to tell y'all to stay the fuck off that mountain, and y'all are not staying the fuck off that mountain. You don't have anything better to do with 40 grand Like, I just feel like us as humans have no business being somewhere where we gotta bring our own oxygen.
I just seen a video of this girl, this Caucasian girl, saying that, hey, leave them up there on Mount Everest. And she was basically explaining like, oh, it's basically the rich that go there. Now, here comes me with my naivete that had no idea how much it costs to go to Mount Everest. So hopefully you're like me, and I'm going to show you right now. So this is a breakdown of how much an expedition costs, right? So the average cost is 40 to 75,000, typical full expedition, right? 30 to 40 is bare bones budget. That sounds wild. Why would I have bare bones? Mount Everest, one of the most dangerous places to go. And then the luxury
for food.
private guided climb is $100,000 plus.
Hold up. $8,000 for food. What kind of food are they getting over there? I need to know that.
So when that Caucasian girl said leave the people up there that look like her because they had no business being up there. Now, I'm not saying to leave them up there because their lives do matter and their families care about them. But can we charge them for the rescue, or is that just out of the books? Because if you had that much money to go up there, we should be charging you to be rescued.
People getting stuck on Mount Everest, to me, is no different than the billionaires going in a submarine.
People who get those highs, right, like from doing dangerous shit, always want somebody to feel bad for them when the danger comes. Like, if you're an adrenaline junkie and you jump out of perfectly good planes to parachute down to the ground, because it's like, oh, I feel like I'm gonna die and I'm having fun all at the same time. And one day that motherfucker don't deploy, that is literally part of the reason you do it, to get the thrill of it, you know? I've always found that crazy. That's why I made that video the other day. I was like, I don't like roller coasters. They make me feel like I'm about to die, and that's not fun. Y'all took a group of y'all up to Mount Everest? A group of y'all? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I feel like death was definitely like on the docket. Like, could we die? And there was like a high enough chance that any normal person would have said, nah. It had to be, there has to be a death rate of Mount, hold on. Okay, you know what, now I kind of feel kind of bad. It's only 1% of people who go die. Why did I feel like people go up there and die all the time?
So why the hell is it 1,000 people stuck on the top of Mount Everest? What the hell are people going up there to see? If you ain't seen it all this time, you shouldn't want to go up there. And they said it's full of trash and bodies. Like, what? Like, I went down and started looking at videos, and I seen this video about this man named Green Boots. He's up there. They talking about they use him as a monument. How are you using somebody's unalive body as a monument?
That's crazy work.
They was like, they use people that are down there that's not alive. They use them as trail markers. Like, why would you even want to go if you are using bodies as, if they using bodies as trail markers and they have a body as a monument?
Nice over there.
Why would you even want to go? What would make you want to go see that? Walk past that. Why do y'all want to do shit that y'all ain't got no damn business doing? Like, damn, stay on the ground. Quit going and doing shit, digging up shit, climbing shit and looking for shit. Like, leave that alone. Like, that's crazy. Ain't no damn way.
So 1,000 white people are trapped on Mount Everest. I'm just assuming they white. I know ain't no niggas up there. For one, they said it costs up to 50,000, or it could be more, to even, like, you got like 15,000 for your permit, and then you got to get all the stuff, and it's like the total is like 50,000 or more. I know ain't no niggas paying for that bullshit. And I seen something online that's like, why is there no outrage about this? I'm gonna tell you why there's no outrage. Because white people always doing some dumb shit like this. They said that there's currently 200 dead bodies that they can see on Mount Everest from all the other climbers. They said that mountain claims lives every year and has been doing it since people been trying to climb it. So there's no outrage because y'all knew. Y'all knew y'all could die. Y'all knew this was a bad idea. And for some reason, y'all still want to climb it. I don't know what the fuck the reason is for. None of us down here give a shit about it. We don't find it impressive. We find it fucking stupid. And I seen some people talking about, well, they need to send rescue to go get these 1,000 people. Well, now you're risking the rescuers' lives. Like, just because you wanted to risk your life, don't risk these other people's life.
We all know that Mount Everest is one of the most dangerous places on Earth. But what if I told you that it's not the cold or the altitude that makes this really dangerous? The real danger, it's waiting in line.
Waiting in line. Imagine waiting in a single line like this in the freezing cold, hard to breathe, and you gotta carry all that equipment. I'm not doing that. I don't understand any of this right here. I seen a previous video. I was kind of looking for it so I could add it to this, but I had no success. But long story short, one guy said, man, look, you should just allow them to stay all the way up there and figure it out collectively, as 1,000 people should put their brains together and work together. But at the same time, it should be part of the experience, what they're going through. I mean, you're seeking for thrills, huh? Why don't you start right there? I'm just saying.
Climbers deal with some of the deadliest traffic jams on the way to the summit. Where does the line start, you ask? The balcony. The balcony is a small flat area where typically climbers like to switch out their oxygen to prepare for the climb. What's the problem? Well, the problem is in order to reach the summit, there's a short window that you have to do it. So that's when everybody gets in line at the same damn time.
That's crazy.
Why are we doing this? After the balcony is the south summit. That's where they head to next. And baby, it is a slow climb. They're going like 0.2 miles an hour on top of a mountain. The south summit gets really congested. It is a really, really steep, narrow spot to the point where only one climber can head up at a time. After the south summit, you have the summit ridge, Exhibit A. This is 400 meters long, with a 10,000 drop from Tibet on one side and a 7,000 drop to Nepal on the other side. So pick your poison. What sucks about this, if someone ahead of you slows down, you're stuck. These lines, baby, they are sending me into outer space. My anxiety could never, I would have a panic attack.
I would too.
Above the south summit was the Hillary Step. You see that? Hold up. Okay, here's a better view. The Hillary Step was one of the last challenges before reaching to the top of the summit. The Hillary Step was a 12-meter vertical rock wall located at 8,790 meters in the earth. The Hillary Step was named after Sir Edmund Hillary, who climbed the Mount Everest summit in 1953 with Tenzing Norgay. To get past the Hillary Step, climbers have to use these fixed ropes and crampons just to ascend. Climbers can ascend one at a time, which is what caused these traffic jams.
What? And we know that half of the people that are climbing this are nowhere near being athletic. I know it. I just know. So you dealing with that now. That's dangerous. That's crazy work.
Aren't just any typical type of lines. They're in line at the death zone. The death zone is anything above 8,000 meters. The air is so thin in the death zone, you can't even survive without bottled oxygen. That's why they carry about 4 to 5 of them bottles heading up to this mountain. Which, can we talk about the fact that they're carrying all this shit on their back while climbing up?
Doing that. I'm turning it around.
In 2015, there was an earthquake which caused part of the Hillary Step to collapse. Now, I'm looking at the before and afters, right? On the left, this is what the Hillary Step looked like in 2017. On the right, this is what the Hillary Step looked like in 2011. So as you can see, there's a little bit more rock there, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm not stepping foot on either one. Due to part of the Hillary Step collapsing, a lot of climbers have said that navigating up to the summit has become slightly easier. It's easier in the room with us. Unfortunately, a lot of climbers lost their lives on the Hillary Step. In May of 2019, 11 climbers lost their lives due to overcrowding on Mount Everest. This is what makes Mount Everest so deadly. People run out of oxygen, they get hypothermia, or they just collapse from exhaustion while waiting in line. Like, think about it, the trail is so narrow that if the person in front of you slows down or they get tired, you're stuck up there. And while you're stuck up there, you're running out of oxygen. And here's the thing, if you run out of oxygen above 8,000 meters, in the death zone, your body's going to be left there. And guess what your body turns into? A landmark for other climbers to navigate the mountain. Yeah, we're going to get into that next. One phrase,
That's crazy.
Green Boot Cave. And are y'all ready for this? As soon as the climbers make it to the top of the summit, guess how long they get to spend up there? You can't stay up there for longer than 15 minutes because if you don't start descending, you're going to run out of oxygen and die. So you do all of this hard work just to chill up there for 10 to 15 minutes, then you have to start descending? This is a scam. Are the views beautiful? Yes, it is.
Making a lot
but I
of
can
money.
go my whole life without seeing it.
Littered with frozen bodies. There's bodies everywhere up there. Dozens of them. You saw them? Oh yeah, they're on the route. But the crazy thing is that the ravens fly up to the summit ridge up there. So all the bodies that are up there that don't have like their goggles still intact, the ravens peck out their eyeballs. So there's just these frozen bodies down there, like frozen in time with no eyes. It's the creepiest thing. And 99% of those bodies that are up there, they all made the summit.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why you turned around.
Because they got summit fever. They didn't realize that the summit's only halfway. You got to get down. And when you're coming down, if you got nothing left in the tank, if you gave up everything to get to that summit, now you're coming down, like you can get in trouble real quick at that altitude.
Got it.
So human body is not made to survive at that altitude. If I were to take you right now in a helicopter and drop you off on the summit of Everest, said, hang out here, be back in an hour, you'd be dead by the time.
Why are people still being allowed to do this? There's 1,000 fucking people on the top of Mount Everest who are stuck because it's a fucking blizzard. What did you expect? You were going to the highest place on earth where there's snow and there's ice and you're walking over dead bodies and trash. I call it Trash Mount. Oh, do you want to spend 50 grand and go up Trash Mountain and we can walk over dead bodies? Why can't billionaires think of anything else better to do with their money than to get trapped on Mount Everest and then want everyone to stop what they're doing? I might sound like I have no empathy, but in this case, I don't. You made a decision to climb Mount Everest, one of the coldest places on Earth, one of the hardest places to get to. I don't know how they're going to get up here because you need to go in a spaceship practically to come and get us, and everyone needs oxygen. But we've got to rescue Brent from Nantucket, who this is his third trip up there, and he's stuck now. So now we've got to go and get him and put everyone else's lives at risk.
Man, listen, there's no amount of money in the world you could pay me that'll make me go up Mount Everest or any mountains to be exact. I love the ground. I love the surface. This is where we dwell at. We're not mountain cavemen. There's no way I'm going up there. No way, Jose. I don't know. But you people that be thrill seeking, I don't know. It's like y'all wired a little bit different up here. I don't get it. 40 to 60,000. I believe they made way over 40 million with those 1,000 people in one day. And the amount of, when you see the itinerary, how they broke it down, none of it makes sense. 8,000 for food, that's crazy work. It don't cost that much. How many days does it actually take to actually trail the whole mountain? I just don't get it. What is the point? Just to say you did it? Just say you did it. Nowadays, we got AI. Go ahead and make a video of yourself fake climbing it and just say you did it.